What is up, guys? Zero back to another video, and today I'm going to be finishing up the Nissan Skyline GTR V-Spec Championship. A little bit of a lengthy title, but that's okay. They've got a lot of cars like that in the game. Just like normal with a limited time series, 3 upgrades for every path. Pretty basic, but it gets the job done. Exactly on the PR almost every time, so that's just a good rule of thumb to go by. This event was so ridiculously easy for me. I spent a little bit too much basically upgrading way too quickly because I had all the upgrades on the car basically before I started the third tier of events. So basically the whole way through I have not used the brakes once in this entire event. I have not touched the brakes because I just never had to. So I'm going to try to stay true to that. I'm not going to use the brakes this entire event and see if it works. So I'm going to have to lift and coast for a little bit. Oop, hit off track a little bit. But I'm going to try and not use the brakes the entire event because I haven't yet. So why start now? So I'm going to have to lift quite early going down the straights, but I'm already up to third, so it doesn't look like it's going to be much of an issue. But yeah, I really wish I didn't upgrade quite as quickly. Usually I don't, but this time I did, and it just was so ridiculously easy. And look at this, I'm just cruising right past down the inside, and I'm not even using the brakes. Now I'm, 25 yards ahead, so, or meters, rather. This event was really way too easy, and if there was no minimum PR requirement, I might not have had to spend any gold at all. I wouldn't have had to spend much of anything. One set of racing dollar upgrades, and that might have been enough. Because I'm not even using the brakes, and I'm already over 300 meters, which is just ridiculous. It's not a bad car, but the event was just really boring because I didn't even have to use the brakes to win races. I didn't even have to try. While I wasn't using brakes, I still didn't even have to try. So, obviously, I'm not huge on this event, but not a bad car. I'm going to look forward to driving it. Hopefully, there's going to be some more difficult races because I haven't really pushed this car at all, one bit. So, I'm looking forward to actually driving it, But beating an entire event with no brakes, I've never done it before. Oh, I messed that one up there, but obviously I have plenty of space, plenty of time. Don't need to worry about anything, but yeah, it's one of the new Nissans that they have, and I love the Nissans in this game, so I'm glad they put more Nissans in the game. But let's try some bonnet cam just for a little bit. Ooh, overcooked that one just a little bit. That's okay. It doesn't sound half bad though. I really like the sound of it. Nice old V6, I believe. I don't think it's a V8. Doesn't sound like a V8 anyway, but I do like the sound of it, so that's another good thing. Something that this game doesn't really do often, and doesn't really do justice for the cars, is the sound. There's some nice sounding cars, but ever since the 5.0 update, I believe, maybe 6, but I think it was 5, some of the cars that sounded really nice didn't quite sound as nice anymore. And they've never really been able to do a true car's justice when it comes to the sound, which obviously is believable. It's a mobile game, but cars like the 1995 Ferrari F1 car, I can't think of it now, the F12 T2 or something like that. The old F1 cars, they sounded, amazing. The screaming V12s. And it sounds cool in the game, but obviously doesn't do a true car justice. The Mazda 787B, another amazing sounding car. The rotor engine, just so unique. And, it doesn't sound half bad in the game, but it doesn't do it justice, and you really can't expect it to. But Lexus LFA was one that sounded nice in the game, and then at that 5.0 update, it just didn't sound as good as it did before. But you know, I really can't complain about that in a mobile game. That's something that, you know, console games don't even get right all the time. So there's a lot of things about this game people complain about but the things that, if you look at the things that people complain about this game for, you can tell that they're doing a lot of things right. Because when you have people complaining about the cars not sounding the greatest, or, you know, the fact that the online multiplayer is, you know, a little screwed up, you know, those are things that, whoa, whoops, hit the sound there, that's okay. Those are things that, you know, other mobile games haven't even, like, approached. You know, like Asphalt 8, obviously they're completely different games, but the online multiplayer in Asphalt 8 is nowhere close to as good as it is in this game. And it's not perfect in this game, but it's much better than, you know, other games that I've seen. And a lot of other mobile racing games don't even have online multiplayer. And to have a actually somewhat decent, oh my goodness, I'm overcooking every single corner now, but that's okay because I'm up by 1,000 meters, so it doesn't really matter. But, you know, other mobile games don't even have anything close to these capabilities. And yes, it takes like 4 or 5 gigabytes out of your phone's storage, but it's an outstanding game. And there's no other mobile racing game that approaches it. And you can tell that just by the things that people don't like about it, that they're things that console games don't even get right all the time. And, you know, if there was, you know, any more things in this, like people want pit stops, and, you know, that'd be incredible to have. But, you know, that's so unrealistic for a mobile game to have, in a game like this, to have pit stops. That'd be incredible, though. I would love that. But it's just not realistic. Unless you want to take up, you know, 8 gigabytes, which I would honestly be fine with that, because this is really the only game I have on my phone. Because this is really the only game I really play on mobile, but I would really enjoy that. But like I said, it's an amazing game, and you can't really complain about not having things that, you know, even console games are struggling with sometimes. So overall, a great game, and I'm trying to find positive stuff to say, because this event was not one of the better parts of the game, in my opinion. But the car isn't half bad, like I said. I think it sounds nice, and I never showed you guys the cockpit, but that's the cockpit. Nice open view. Didn't really have much time to show you guys that, but I do like when the cockpit has a nice open view, and you can see the track. Unlike the, you know, the LMP ones, you can't see anything. But yeah, so the event was not a favorite in my opinion. The car's not half bad though. But again, no brakes, and I won by close to 45 seconds. You know, fastest lap was 15 seconds faster than anyone, so. But hour and 15-minute service is quite short, so that's nice. Not like my Veneno right there, taking over 5 hours. That's absurd, but yeah, got another car, so nothing really to complain about as far as the car is concerned, just the event. But it's a nice car to have, and I believe it's the fastest car for this week's time trial, so looks like I'll have to set some hot laps with that, see if I can get into Group C again. Should be able to manage it, but yeah, so not a good event, but should be a fun car to have, so yeah, that's about it for this video. Thank you for watching, and see you later.